Well, when it comes to Mars, and for those that missed it, I'm going to leave a link to a video clip here on Stuart Swerdlow. And you can watch the whole thing, it's well worth it. But really, around 56 minutes, he starts talking and going in depth. And he had mentioned something about your internal body clock. Well, now I come across an article from the Telegraph which is hinting at the same thing. And what he had stated was something along the lines of taking a Caucasian man and putting him in a hyperbaric chamber. And when this happened, his internal body clock changed and matched that of the rotation of Mars. That was very interesting. So I come across this article and I come to find out they're talking that there are different variations in the gene speed in what they call this circadian cycle. Now these cycles range from 20 hours to 24 hours, and when it comes to Mars, closer to 25. People don't realize it, but Earth in its rotation is 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.1 seconds. Mars is the closest of any other out there to us, but it's longer. It is 24 hours, 39 minutes, and 22 seconds. So closer to 25. It's closer to 25 than it is 24. Now, in comparison, Venus is 116 days for one rotation as an Earth day. Mercury is 58 days. Saturn is 10 hours and 39 minutes. They move fast. The super gas giants, they move super fast. For being as big as they are, the fastest one being Jupiter at under 10 hours, at 9.924 hours. It has the shortest days of all the planets in the solar system. Now, why is this important? Well, when I come to find out that there's different animals that are here on this planet that have different internal clocks, they see that researchers have released animals with 24-hour to 20-hour clocks into outdoor pens. And they've noticed that those with the speeded up clocks don't fare well here compared to those that match the 24-hour internal clock. So what does all this mean? It could show the roots of where an animal or a species comes from. If you can put it in isolated conditions, away from what we know as the Gregorian calendar and this 24-hour time scale and all this, and the way they have the days broken down, if you just let man be man, it's shown that different, not only man, but animals have different rhythms that they have naturally inside of them. This is what they say causes fatigue in people in this 9 to 5 cycle out here. And having to go against what your body naturally wants. And this is interesting to me because, see, your body clock is a tiny cluster of nerve cells that is in the center of your brain. It's about the size and the shape of this mouse here that you see. Now, it's in the shape of a V in that location just above the major junction where all the nerves come in from your eyes. Now, the clock relies on sunlight to keep you basically synchronized with the planetary time. It's like a thermostat when it's connected to your home furnace. Your body clock makes your body temperature and your blood pressure all rise before you want to get up and give you that go signal to get up and go. The hormones, all that to start your day. It makes your body predictably alert in the daytime, sleepy at night, hungry when you need to eat. It controls cell division, bone growth, and all the basic body maintenance that you go through. It's all adapted to what you're taking in from these sunlight cues on this planet, the daily rhythm. So what they've come to find out is you have all these different rhythms. And when certain animals or species, even humans, match the rhythm of other planets, that becomes very interesting. And when I had heard the information here, about certain individuals' biological time clock matching that of Mars, it made me think and study a little bit further. And there was a test done in terms of all this. And every individual is different. So it would need to be done more and on a larger scale. But this goes right along with the theory of what we're seeing here. We had a scientist, we had an individual, a French geologist, Michael Sifry, who in 1972 moved into a cave and separated himself from all outside influences for 7 months. He took with him adequate food, exercise equipment, telephone line, lighting, and he controlled the inside lighting himself. But it was when he was in this environment with no time. That was the one thing he had no track of, was time whatsoever. He went about chores, preparing meals, choosing when he would sleep, and when he would begin each day. And something was revealed through this experiment. Over a period of time, his body clock moved from the 24-hour cycle here to the almost 25-hour pattern matching what you see on Mars. He was going to bed about 1 hour later each day. And, a little shorter than that, but that added up. And after over 12 days in the cave here, he was going to sleep at noon and waking up at midnight. And within 3 weeks, he had lost a complete day. So this is interesting stuff to make note of. And I think that there should be more tests done on this, on individuals, to see exactly what's happening here. And is it coincidence that we have a planet right next to us that's been destroyed and they're lying to us about, that obviously harbored life at one point in time? And we have biological rhythms and clocks inside of animals and people here on this planet that match the flow, the rhythm pattern of Mars. That's undeniable. It matches. Whether that means anything more is yet to be seen. I'll leave links. It's been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.